The debt ceiling is a limit on how much the U.S. government can borrow to pay for its expenses. Congress has the power to set this limit, which is currently $31.4 trillion. The government borrows money by issuing bonds, which are bought by investors who expect to be repaid with interest. The government needs to borrow money because it spends more than it collects in taxes. This is called the deficit, and it adds up over time to form the national debt. The debt ceiling matters for the U.S. economy and the global financial system because it affects the government's ability to pay its bills and honor its obligations. If Congress does not raise the debt ceiling in time, the government will run out of money and default on its loans. This could have disastrous consequences, such as triggering a financial crisis, weakening the U.S. dollar, hurting the stock market, causing job losses, and damaging the credit rating of the U.S. The debt ceiling also matters because it reflects the political and fiscal challenges that the U.S. faces. Raising the debt ceiling does not authorize new spending, but rather allows the government to pay for what it has already spent. However, some lawmakers use the debt ceiling as a leverage to demand spending cuts or policy changes from the other party. This can lead to a standoff that creates uncertainty and instability for the economy and the markets. For example, in 2011, a prolonged debt ceiling battle resulted in a downgrade of the U.S. credit rating by Standard & Poor's for the first time in history. Therefore, the debt ceiling is not just a technical or legal issue, but also a political and economic one. It reflects the trade-offs and choices that the U.S. has to make about its spending and revenue priorities, as well as its role and influence in the world.